And what's up, y'all? Yes. Law Nation voice. What's up, chat? Y'all good? You doing all right? Y'all straight? I totally forgot how to do this streaming thing. My bad. Man, this was supposed to start at 3:00 and all that. But, you know, I forgot how to use the buttons. I started clicking all this shit. I forgot how to use all the buttons, you know what I mean? My setup's different. If you've been tuned in, you see there's nothing back here. Stuff will be there at some point. You know what I mean? I'm going to put something on the wall. It won't be the same as the last thing that we did, but something's going to be on the wall. Okay. So just like Samuel Jackson said in Pulp Fiction, we're going through a transitional period. Okay. So if y'all will just bear with me, if y'all will just be patient, we'll get all this underway and we'll be back to being a well-oiled machine. What's up, y'all? Y'all good? Y'all straight? If my mic is too loud, let me know. If my sounds are too loud, let me know. If the screen crooked, if the green juice is too green or something, like if there's anything off, I don't know, because it looks the same on my side. But if anything is off, tap in with me on that, okay? The phones is lit, and we got some stuff on the agenda today. A couple of things that we could tap in and work on. So y'all, of course, know that football is starting back up. Cowboys camp, all right. Cowboys camp, they are getting on the aeroplane. They're going to go travel, and they'll be getting busy training camping in a couple of days. So of course we had to get back live, get back going with that, get well acclimated, so when it's time to ramp up the news, we'll be getting busy doing that. What we'll be doing differently this year. I ain't going to Frisco. Pardon me. Scratch that. I'm not going to Oxnard. I'm definitely going to Frisco. Because Frisco's down the street. Did you hear what I said? Frisco's down the street now. You know what I mean? So I'll be doing all that, shaking hands, fist bumping, and covering Cowboy camp from Frisco. But while we're in the saddle and while they're having training camp in Oxnard, okay, Brian Broadus will be a daily correspondent with the Voch Lombardi show. So we're going to have a practice every day. Something is going to happen at practice or whatever. And from there, Brian is going to write down in his notepad, in his handy dandy notebook. I'm going to tap in with him. It'll most likely be via phone call. Most likely. But I don't know, man. Brian, a real one. Brian may find some way to set that camera up. I don't know. We'll know. But we'll cross our T's and dot our I's with that. But long story short, there will be training camp coverage. All right. And it'll be from here. It'll be from there. It'll be all over the place, from Frisco, everywhere. So that's just a little bit of update there. Be looking out for it. Me and Will Steele. Man, we got so much, man. I got so much coming, dog. I can't even tell y'all right now what's coming. Me and his show going to be coming back soon, by the way. So y'all tap in with that. But me and Will Steele are going to be doing a joint stream. I believe it's going to be Saturday now. They changed the date or whatever. So Jerry Jones's introductory training camp talk thing or whatever, his press conference or whatnot, that's going to be Saturday. Me and Will Steele are going to be doing a duo live stream. So I'm going to be on his channel. He'll be on mine. We'll be co-streaming at the same time or whatever, but we'll be reacting to that at the same damn time as a team or whatnot. So y'all be sure to tap in with that. But what we doing today? John Machota from The Athletic. Shouts out to him, friend of the show, friends of all the other shows. He's a friend of the network here. But John Machota does this cowboy thingamajig every single year. This cowboy, fan survey and all that kind of stuff. And he reaches out to the fans. I don't know why he would do that. Because you know what they're going to say. But he reaches out to the fans, and what he does... There we go. He reaches out to the fans and he has a series of questions and polls and things like that, just kind of concerning what people think about the Cowboys season, where their vibes on the team and certain players and all that. And he built this thingamajig, and we're going to react to that today, just to kind of see if the fans are BSing or if the fans are on par. So with that being said, appreciate y'all.
Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Salute. Hey, Patrick.
I'm rusty, man. I forgot what order I gotta hit them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But we back. Appreciate y'all. So Whitey Cop, come on in. Welcome. Let's see who's in the chat here. It's gonna build up slowly but surely. We haven't gone live in a while. You know what I'm saying? So people probably thinking I ain't going live. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get that back going. Marky, Paul, Lavish, Eastside Harold, Fogstradamus, bless his heart. Kelvin, Anthony, Suzanne, King, B. Moore, Dallas Cowboys. Salute to you, Cowboys. About to go play the Ravens, man. Hey, man, man. Shouts out to Eastside Harold's a fan of. He's a fan here, man. He's a family member. He loved being here with us. Iceberg up here, Jamal, Juan, Armand, Jr., Peter up here. All right. Before we get going, we got Cowboy Jay on the phone, so we'll tap in with him, and after that, we'll get this John Machota situation going. So let me go ahead and set that up. But we'll get him on the phone now. Cowboy Jay, what up?
What's up with you, Voch?
Man,
you doing pretty good.
Man, cool and player. Life is good, man. Just trying to remember how to stream. You know how I go.
Nah, I feel you. It's good to hear you back, man. It's good.
Appreciate it.
Now, I got a few topics that I want to touch base on. I just seen the thing about Tyler Guyton might not be starting this year. That's kind of crazy. I didn't get to look at your live stream last night. I've been busy here recently.
Yeah, I feel
that was kind of surprising, man. That's
what you
guys think about that?
Yeah, that's just that's a maybe possible from Bobby Belt. You know what I'm saying? Bobby had a feeling,
right?
And if people that are tied into the team or whatever, whenever they have feelings, they done heard something, you know what I'm saying? So Bobby just feels like that may be the case, but I also feel like Tyler Guyton may or may not even be ready. But if you drafted him, you got to throw him in there. If you drafted him, right, you kind of got to throw him in the water to see if he can swim or not. Plus, I'm ready to give Duke Manyweather all the money. I got the money clip ready. I'm ready for Duke Manyweather to prove how cold that damn black belt is. If he can get Tyler Guyton ready for day one, I'm gonna go ahead and set the GoFundMe up myself.
See, I never really been a Tyler Guyton fan. Looking at his film and like following you. Like, I play ball myself. I was a running back, and I look for my offensive lineman to be strong as shit. I mean, if you can maul somebody off the ball, I can figure out the next level.
Yeah.
But if you ain't strong at all, I mean, I ain't going to trust to run behind you. Sure. I mean, coach could sit there and say, I'm going to run to your side, but I might sit there and bounce that bitch. You know what I mean? I mean, sorry, I ain't mean to curse, man.
You good. I'm listening. I'm good. I'm just laughing at me and you agreeing that Tyler Guyton got a lot of work to do. But hey, I've been wrong all the time. I would love to be wrong by this.
No, I think you a stud. I think you understand the dynamics. But also, I feel like I know you was a fan of the Cowboys way back when, back in like the 2010s, 2012s, 2013s. You remember Lance Dunbar, right?
Yes, sir.
So I've been doing a little bit of I guess you can say looking back at old football and doing a little bit of comparison between now and the old teams, you know. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the Lance Dunbar on our team is deuce, but I feel like he can also be a secret hot sauce. I mean, he can catch out the backfield, but I mean, we just couldn't figure out ways to get him involved. Plus the offensive line, the run blocking wasn't the perfect last year, and the schemes was just ass. I mean, I don't know who came up with them schematics, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's over and done with. We just gotta put that behind us. But I just think he can be a splash player for us. You know what I mean? We got enough hammers in there. We got enough. Back in the day, you had Marion Barber and Felix Jones. So you had your smash and your dash. You got too much smash in your backfield right now. You got Zeke. You got Royce Freeman. You got too many people alike, and you ain't got no dasher. The only dasher you got is Deuce. And Deuce, he can get loose, but can you figure a way to get him in there? And can you persuade the front office to sit there and say, man, I still going to risk it on a 7th-round pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey man, we gonna see, man. Hopefully, it's really a dice roll. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that we end up, like one of them teams where we spent nothing for a running back and that running back ended up being real good. If not, we're either gonna have an emergency to go find a running back this year, or we gonna definitely draft one next year. Appreciate you, big dog. I'm about to tap in with this John Machota situation, man. Salute to you, Cowboy Jack.
All right, salute to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. If y'all want to call into the show, man, number's 202-926-1127, access code 309-104. That'll be floating around the screen in the chat all day. I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, man, you ain't been done this in so long, man. I appreciate y'all. Now, Cowboys fan survey results. Plenty frustrations about the current state of the Cowboys franchise here. When the Cowboys open up, man, I ain't reading this whole article, dog. What's going on, dog? What the business is? Where's the polls? Reading all that? What's going on with y'all? Reading all that? All right, man. Here we go. John Machota asked, "Was this Family Feud?" John Machota asked, how many games will the Cowboys win this season? And of course, chat, y'all can play along. I would love for y'all to put it in the chat box comment section, however you're watching. You agree, you disagree, tell me your answer. Shit, if you fill this damn survey out and you put an answer, tell me what you put so I can say something crazy to you. How many games will the Cowboys win this season? 13 or more? 2% of fans said. 10 to 12? Most of y'all, 66.9% said 8 and 9, 28.2, and less than 8 games. Now, regardless of how you feel about the team, regardless of how you feel about Cowboy land and however you want to politic it with your friends and all that, that's your business. But this is a regular season stat. How many games will the Cowboys win this season is a regular season stat. As long as you have Rain Dakota Prescott, you're going to be in the playoffs. You're going to win 11, 12, 13 games. It just is what it is. If Dak is healthy, he's always done it. He ain't never had a losing season ever. If he's healthy, you're going to be a playoff contender, especially Dak now. Like, Dak has evolved from the old Dax he used to be, right? So I think it's weird for people to be like, oh, well, yeah, we're going to lose less than 8 games. What's going to happen to make us lose less than 8 games? What's the stimuli that's going to make us lose more than 8 games? Like, what happened here? Dak went to jail? Huh? Everybody on the defense just didn't show up. Was it a protest or some type of picket fence put up? I need to know the 27 the 27 people that said less than 8. I would love to meet the 278 people that said 8 and 9. But I'm not gonna fuss too much about the Cowboys here, man. Or pardon me, I'm not gonna fuss too much about Cowboy fans because I know how y'all get down. And when I say y'all, I don't mean you guys in this chat box. When I say y'all, I mean them. I know how they get down. But I think 10, 11, 12 wins is fair. I think 13 plus makes sense. We're a regular season team. This ain't playoff talk. This ain't playoff talk. This is regular season here. Regular season, 13 or more. 10 to 12 makes sense to me. Everybody in the chat pretty much on the same page here. I'm seeing a lot of 12. I'm seeing 11 there. 12, 11, 12, 11. Cool. Everybody agree. Everybody got 12 or 11. 12, 11, 13. Everybody pretty much agrees here. So cool. Cool. Also too, I got an update because I know y'all been tapping in to the Voch and Brian Broader show, man, to the We're Doing All Right Lombardi's podcast. I appreciate y'all for tuning into that, man. That means the world to me. That means the world to me and Broaders, by the way. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We had 2 winners. I'm still waiting to hear back from one, but the other, he asked for a Ezekiel Elliott jersey. There's Ezekiel Elliott jersey for proof. Okay. And and our benefactor, Zach Golston, he likes to send free hats and shit. You know what I mean? So when we do contests, the contest ain't fake. You know what I mean? But he got his Zeke jersey and he got a free Cowboys hat for no reason. There you go. Just wanted to give y'all an update on that. And we're waiting on the other winner, Solid Duck. I actually know who he is. The other person that won was like RF567 Cowboy Fan 6. I just don't remember his name. But Duck actually won the other one, Solid Duck. And I'm just waiting to hear back from him. So there we go there. All right. Next question. Oh, wait, that was it. When we asked this question in our January survey, 77% said 10 and 12. Despite having twice as many voters in January, more voters. Okay, cool. Whatever. Next question. How many questions we got so I can know if I need to put some legs on this? Yeah, we're okay. We cool. We ain't got too many. I got a ball of that. It's overrated. Here we go. What will happen in January? Now, what will happen in January is a whole nother ass question than how many games will you win in the regular season. It's a whole nother ass question than what's gonna happen, because we really don't know what the hell gonna happen in January. January is a damn coin flip. We have no clue. We could win a game. We could have the first round bye. We almost had it last year. We almost had it last year. So I do think that this team is capable of getting the first round bye. I mean, it's like Cowboys and 49ers. Lions are in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. But what will happen in January? they will at least reach the NFC Championship. Shockingly, 100 people, which is 10%, because I didn't think none of y'all would be saying that. Shockingly, 10% said that the Cowboys will at least reach the conference championship game. It's wild. 31% of y'all said they will lose in the division. I can see that also. 37.2 says they will lose in the wild card. If that's I get it. I feel you. 21.5 says they will miss the playoffs. That's nonsense. In my personal opinion, the 21% or the 213 people say the Cowboys won't even. So first of all, I got questions. Actually, no, I don't. That shit kind of adds up. Okay, cool. I was like, how the hell 270 of y'all say they going 8-9, but 213 of y'all say they're gonna miss the playoffs? Well, you know it's real hate when the numbers inconsistent. But yeah, 213 people say that the Cowboys won't make the playoffs at all. I mean, I think that's weird. Because like I said, it's not about the Cowboys winning in the regular season. They always win in the regular season. But if I'm honestly keeping it a buck with you, it's all about what happens when you get to the postseason. And that's where shit gets a little weird. So if you're a person that says they'll lose in the wild card round, I hate it, but I get it. If you're a person that says they will lose in the divisional round, I don't hate it as much. I get it a lot more. I understand where you coming from. If they at least reach the NFC Championship, they could win it, they could lose it. That surprised me because I ain't seen it. Rat Trap says, what will happen in January? Who the absolute fuck knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's gonna happen, but I guess we just projecting here. What y'all think, chat? Here we go. If one of these three could still be on the Cowboys in 3 years now, who would you want it to be? Oh, we already know what time it is. That's actually a little more interesting than I thought it was. If only one of these could still be on the Cowboys in 3 years from now, who would you want it to be? That's interesting. Chat, in the next 3 years, if you can only pick one, Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, which one would you want on the team the next 3 years? As much as I love CeeDee Lamb, and y'all was around for the CeeDee Lamb draft, y'all know how we got down on the Lamb draft. We got a humongous following on the whole Lamb prediction, reaction, all that kind of stuff. Shouts out to Coach Evans in the chat. He was here. He was with me on draft day. He wasn't here though. And he wasn't at the last, he was in Florida or something, but he was on the stream when we drafted Lamb or whatever. And you know how big that stream was, so big it crashed the computer. It crashed the MacBook Pro that I was using. I love CeeDee Lamb, but by no means do you take CeeDee Lamb over the quarterback that just finished second in the MVP. You don't. And I think I like CD more than I like Dak as like players or whatever, but it's nonsense to be like, oh yeah, the 31-year-old quarterback, how old Dak is, 31, 32? The 31-year-old quarterback that just finished second in the MVP, you would rather have him than the 25, 26-year-old receiver? That the receiver's success largely depends on the quarterback that you... And I love Micah Parsons, man. Micah Parsons as a player might be better than CeeDee Lamb. Like Micah Parsons as a pass rusher might be better than CeeDee Lamb. And look, mind you, just for clarity, the Cowboys could keep all three of these dudes, and you know, and there'll be no problems here. Cowboys keep all three of them. Tank and Zach Martin probably won't even be here next year. Like that kind of, you know what I'm saying? The money's gonna come from somewhere. TV deal, like, it's gonna come from somewhere. I don't know how this is anything but Dak Prescott. But Voch, we'll just draft the next first overall pick. Where's the last first overall pick that's better than Dak Prescott? Or the last top 5 quarterback that was better than Dak Prescott? I mean, point them out. Point them out, please. That's tough, man. These boys, Justin says, these boys just win. Says he would rather keep Micah out of these three. Pat Patrick and said CD. Kelvin said Dak. Kobe said Dak. Jarrell said Parsons, fool. Man, you know what? And I can understand why you would say Parsons, because he's one of the best defensive players in the whole league. But think about Khalil Mack with the Raiders, right? Like, just because you the best pass rusher in the league don't mean your team good. Ask Eastside Harold. He in the chat. He had Mario Williams for years. His fortunes don't change as a team. Look. Eastside Harold, goofy as hell, but he's the perfect elder to sit around and listen to camp stories right now about a trash ass team. Your fortunes do not change. You can have DeAndre Hopkins all you want, CeeDee Lamb. You can have Michael Parsons all you want, Mario. But your fortunes will not change until you get C.J. Stroud or Deshaun Watson. Ask Eastside Harold. He goofy as hell with his terrible ass team. Ask him what this like. Ask him what this like. JL23 says, what a Texas YouTubes. It ain't none. It ain't none. That motherfucker, he'd rather watch us. And look, he don't just watch Voch. Look, he can't just say, oh yeah, I watch Voch because I rock with Voch. He watched Law Nation. He watched Skywalk Steel. He watched Foster King. He watched he's a Cowboy fan. He don't just rock with Voch. There's plenty of people that just rock with Voch. They may be an Eagles fan, a Vikings fan. They like the draft coverage or something. Coach Evans a Ravens guy. He's here because I played football under him 30 years ago, however the hell long ago. Eastside Harold here because he love us. He love us. That motherfucker ain't just here because he a Cowboy fan. He watch all us. He love Brian. That motherfucker got 2 teams. Anyway, like I was saying, Eastside Harold love. Look, let me tell you something. Some of y'all Cowboy fans, you miss shows. Eastside don't miss no goddamn show, boy. All right, man, here we go. What was I saying? Dak Prescott said, yeah, your fortunes really don't change unless your quarterback is top tier. It just is what it is. Your fortunes really change when your quarterback is top tier, y'all. It is what it, Marky, he do not miss shows, dog. I promise you. I love Eastside Harold. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Eastside Harold. Oh man, I love him. He got the notifications on and everything. You right, Alfred. He got he Noti Gang, he Patreon, he everything, boy. He's a Law Nation member. He got the custom Law Nation emojis. That motherfucker love us, man. I'm telling you, man. I ain't got a bad thing to say about him. But yeah, man, chat, what y'all think, man? That motherfucker about to come to the meet and greets and everything, boy. We about to see him in Camp in Frisco. You hear me? Chat, what y'all got, man? Dak Prescott. See, it's funny though that Dak got 134 votes. It's just people who sick of your quarterback. But there were Panthers fans that were sick of Cam Newton. There were hell, right now I think hold on, Coach Evans in here. There's Ravens fans that don't like Lamar Jackson. Who was they calling for a coach? Trace McSorley? What they calling for him or something? Wasn't he on the team or something? Or is that another team I'm mixing up with y'all? I know it's some Ravens fans that don't like Lamar Jackson. It's weird, but it exists. So I ain't tripping. It ain't tripping. I will be at the NRG on Kirby Road. He finna be right. He finna be right in Dallas, boy. Book that hotel, man. Quit playing, dog. Anyway, moving on. Despite finishing second, John Machota getting spicy. Despite finishing second in the league MVP voting last year, Dak Prescott's approval rating is lower than expected. Clearly the team again falling short in the postseason was a significant factor in the quarterback getting only 13% of the vote here. I ain't finna sit up here and tear down CeeDee Lamb and Michael Parsons because people don't like Dak Prescott. It ain't that serious. What grade would you give the Cowboys for their offseason? Cowboys didn't do much this offseason. I ain't gonna say too much. But I will say this, I'm just curious. I wonder what would people rank like the 49ers or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think they've done a whole bunch. Like they made like a signing or so. Like they may have signed one player that I can't remember. But Did the 49ers add anybody to their core? If anything, they having problems with IU. But you don't see people loudly going on TV saying the 49ers ain't do nothing this offseason. What they do? I don't know. The Bills too. The Bills another one of them teams where they ain't do a whole bunch. They may have signed a character we never heard of. They just let go of Diggs, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of teams that kind of operate like that, but the Cowboys get the biggest, brunt of that criticism. But what grade would you give the Cowboys this offseason? Only 3 people said the Cowboys have earned an A. I don't know. That must be trolling, but 63 said B plus, or just a B. 256 people said C. I guess retaining you guys and not really losing your important core players. And also too, chat, I would love to ask y'all this. Voch says this: how much do y'all account for just cutting fat? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get better by moving on from Biotish, or you may get more sound in the run game by moving on from Dorrance Armstrong. You know what I'm saying? Not like if we would have re-signed J-Ron Curse, we'd be like, all right, we re-signed somebody, but does that make you better? Chat, let me ask you this: how much better do you get by simply just cutting fat and just not bringing back players that you don't have faith in? I guess. I don't know. 386 people said D. 290 people said F. It's whatever. Chat, I wasn't clickbaiting you when I made my thumbnail or whatnot. I wasn't clickbaiting you on my thumbnail. Of course, I don't think Dak is overrated. Of course. Y'all know how I get down. The motherfucker just finished second in MVP. I don't know how you overrated when you do things of that nature, but John Machota asks, who is the Cowboys' most overrated player? And this shit just bring tears to my heart because not Ezekiel Elliott. That's great. Anyway, Dak Prescott got the leading 251 votes. Michael Parsons is considered overrated with 152. Ezekiel Elliott with 71. Trey Diggs 65. Deron Bland 33. Let me tell y'all why Dak Prescott's not overrated. Cut my music off of this. Let me tell y'all why Dak Prescott is not overrated. Because a couple of questions ago, nobody wanted to bring the motherfucker back. A couple of questions ago. We know how people get down with Dak Prescott. We know, if anything, Prescott's not rated enough. I think Dak Prescott's the most underrated player in the league. We talking about a dude that got better every single year, has some of his best football in the latter portion of his career, meaning he's gotten better. And for somehow he's considered overrated. When we look at all these lists on TV or whatever, it's people fighting to even put Dak in their top 10 list. If he's in the top 10, they'll find a way to put him at the bottom. They'll swear Deshaun Watson's better than Dak Prescott, but when Deshaun Watson looked terrible, they'll just find another quarterback to just... I mean, when you're literally an MVP candidate for the last few seasons, but you don't get credit for it, nobody rates Dak Prescott highly but the experts. The super smart football people and Voch Lombardi are the only ones that think of Dak in that way. Everybody else never really give Dak all the credit for being a good player. How's Dak overrated? And I ain't finna say nothing about Michael Parsons. I ain't finna say nothing about Michael Parsons. Y'all definitely gonna finna say nothing about Zeke. Trey Diggs, Deron Bland. Deron Bland got less votes than Dak Prescott, dog. Hey man, a playoff win will just take all this away. Dak can throw for less yards, less touchdowns, not even be in the MVP. Dak can throw for 2,000. Dak can throw for 2,000 yards next year. But if he wins 2 playoff games, that's gonna all of a sudden be the best season he ever played. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Tony Romo was a bona fide stud? But the Cowboys finally gave him a run game, and Tony started throwing the ball less. Tony started throwing the ball 25 times a game, and they was like, "Oh, this Tony Romo best season here." No, it's just playoff success now, and it makes you look at him different. Another surprising result here. John was trying to make me sick. Another surprising result here as Prescott received almost 100 votes more than any other player, rounding out the top 10. Let's see. Some people thought Terrence Steele was overrated. That's crazy. 20 people thought CeeDee Lamb was overrated. 16 thought DeMarcus Lawrence. 14 voted Brandon Cooks. And 12 for Mozzie. How the fuck Mozzie get on this? How Mozzie get voted for? How did Mozzie get voted for? How? It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is, y'all. There we go. Jarrell say F them stats. What's reality? Toxic Tom say Chuma is not overrated though. Nah, Chuma is rated very much so properly. He is rated properly. Then they said, who's the Cowboys' most underrated player? Jake Ferguson, who gets rave reviews, by the way, but Jake Ferguson is leading with 130. DeMarcus Lawrence, which I do agree with this, is in second place with the most underrated votes. Dak Prescott somehow is in third place with 93 votes for the most underrated player. I guess a lot of people didn't vote for this one. Also, Digizua is fourth, and Tyler Smith is somehow underrated. I think Tyler Smith is rated just fine. He is rated just fine. The rest of the top 10 were people who thought that Deron Bland was underrated. Zach Martin got 24 votes. I don't know how that works. Brandon Cooks got 21 votes. I actually kind of like that a little bit, but you know. Brandon Aubrey, for some reason, got 16 votes for being underrated. Jordan Lewis with another 16. Speed this up a little bit. Will the Cowboys reach a Super Bowl in the next 5 years? 211 people said yes. 782 people said no. You definitely ain't going if you trying to get rid of Dak Prescott. So I mean, you know. Which position concerns you the most? It should be D tackle and running back, and those are at the top of the list. A very smart breakdown from these characters here. Salute. Which one of these 4 players are you most confident will have a breakout season? 107 people were sure that Mozzie Smith is going to have a breakout season this year. 134 people said Luke Schoonmaker.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened.
450 people said Sam Williams. That's a good one. I like Sam Williams right there. I think Sam Williams will have a pretty good. He'll have the best season that he ever had if he just simply stays on the field and, you know, don't make a whole bunch of boneheaded mistakes and lean on his talent. I think Sam Williams be just fine. Jalen Tolbert got 294 votes. I think you have a better seat. Look, I told this to Foots yesterday. If y'all don't miss shows, you know then you know exactly what I said. But just in case you do, all you got to do is be better than Michael Gallup last year. And half of the season, Michael Gallup sat down on the bench. So all you got to do is be better than the dude that really only played 7 games, and you'll be just fine. The Cowboys offense be a little better, and you'll be just fine. So yeah, I can see Tolbert having a pretty breakout year. Sam Williams is in a great position to have a breakout year. He has wanted more opportunities to rush the passer. With Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler gone, the 2022 second round pick will definitely get more chances behind Michael Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. Man, it don't feel like we've had Sam for a long time, but it seems like we've had Sam for a long time. Which rookie will have the biggest positive impact this season? Tyler Guyton got 461 votes. Cooper Beebe got 404, and that makes sense because we think both those dudes are going to start at some point. Marshawn Nealon, I think he's going to play a lot more than we think, but when training camp comes around, it's going to be an interesting conversation. See how that works out. Marshawn got 54 votes. Luafau, who might go crazy this year, we'll have to see. Got 47 votes, and then other got 23 votes. If I had to pick a person, I would say Justin Rogers, because he's probably going to play more than Kalen Carson is. He's probably going to play a little more than Carson. Like when it's probably going to be a couple of corners in front of Kalen Carson to begin with. But when Mozzie come off the field, it's literally Justin Rogers and Carl Davis. And I don't think Carl Davis is going to be here very long. So I expect Guyton to come in and start whooping feet. I would love to be wrong about Tyler Guyton. He better not come here and start whooping some feet. Who will be the Cowboys starting quarterback in 2025? Well, I really want to break this down. I really want to break this shit down. 455 people said Dak Prescott, which would be smart. 239 people said Trey Lance. Trey Lance can't even beat Cooper Rush right now. We got to see how that. We got to see if that even works. 95 people says draft someone in April. I love to address the draft a quarterback crowd. The crowd that just says draft a quarterback. The quarterback class of, what was that class? And I just want y'all to understand this, like for context or whatever, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I believe Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, think about like as draft prospects, right? Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance. Wasn't Mac Jones in that class too? Mac Jones and Justin Fields? Wasn't those guys in this class? Okay, so an ad automatically got inserted. Let me just take my time. YouTube did that. My fault, y'all. YouTube did that. Let me just give y'all 5 seconds. The ones that got YouTube Premium just still listen. Like, what's going on? But I'm gonna give my non-YouTube Premium cats a opportunity to listen in on this one. So just think about this quarterback class, right? Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Mac Jones. That was a highly rated draft class. You got 3, like 1, 2, 3 overall quarterbacks. A lot of people thought that Justin Fields should have been that high. There were rumors that Mac Jones was going to be that high. That is 5 top 15 quarterbacks. And looking back on it, Dak Prescott better than all them kids. Even if you want to look at like Justin Herbert or something, right? For the same reason people say that people say that Dak Prescott's no good, postseason success, Justin Herbert has none of that. So if we're only ranking people on postseason success, Dak Prescott's better than Justin Herbert also, until proven otherwise. So just think about some of these elite quarterback prospects, these top tier quarterback prospects. There's really only 4 or 5 quarterbacks you can really say definitively, it may be only 3 that are better than Dak Prescott. Definitively, who's better? And 95 people talking about some just draft somebody next year in a quarterback draft class that's looking historically worse than the past 7. Carson Beck ain't changing your life. Riley Leonard ain't changing your life. Shador Sanders ain't changing your life unless he do something. He ain't changing your life. So this idea that you're just gonna go find some quarterback in the draft, I don't care if it's the first overall quarterback. I don't care if it's the first overall quarterback. That dude ain't better than Dak Prescott, man. He's just not. So let's draft somebody next year. How many of y'all think Bo Nix gonna be better than Dak Prescott? How many of y'all think Bo Nix gonna go out here and go crazy and be better than? How many of y'all? Think Bo Nix gonna go out here and go crazy? And I say this for a reason, because even if you move on from Dak, I think Trey Lance is the worst kind of quarterback to be your quarterback if you move on from Dak. You either want your quarterback to either be a playoff contender or what's my man Curtis Painter that played for the Colts? The Colts they proudly played Curtis Painter because they knew Andrew Luck was on the way. The problem that you have with Trey Lance is Trey gonna win 7-8 games, and you ain't gonna get the dude you want if you win 7-8 games. I was about to say you might as well play Cooper Rush, but shit, Cooper Rush may win 5 or 6 of them. Montreal Smith says Trey not garbage. Shit, show me his resume. Shit. Trey's talented, but this ain't running back. This quarterback. Montreal, is it Montreal or Montreal? He say we sleeping on Trey. What has he done to make me not sleep on him? I don't know, man. Sam Darnold took that man's job, dog. Voch, you don't know. Maybe somewhere else can play. Voch, you don't know. Maybe someone else can play past the division. Okay, well, TMZZZ, let me just entertain you for a second. You says maybe someone can play past the division. Who is that? Voch says, what is Dak's resume? Well, Dak in his very first year, first round bye, probably would have won that game, but you know, dumb shit happened with Aaron Rodgers or whatever. Dak got a playoff win versus Seattle, playoff win versus Detroit. He's constantly going to the playoffs. Trey Lance got beat by Sam Darnold, sir. That's what I'm saying. So let's talk. let's talk. And then look, Dak's playoff wins or whatever still puts him in top 10 of all quarterbacks because all quarterbacks ain't winning in the playoffs. I keep pointing at Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert. I keep pointing to them because they're quarterbacks that you would consider top tier quarterbacks, but they not winning in the playoffs. So that's why I keep bringing them up. That's why I keep bringing them up. I would love a conversation with the who is the TMZZZ. I would love to have a conversation with you in the chat. I would love to have a conversation with you in the chat. Dak will never lose to Sam Darnold. Man, TMZZ, man, don't act like you just cut the stream off, dog. You can react. Come on, man. It's cool. Is my latency low? Is my latency low? My latency is ultra low, so there is no delay. As soon as I say something, you hear it. As soon as I say, hold on, let me see something. Let me cut my music off. Let me cut my music off. Let me see. Let me cut my music off. Let me see. Okay, so it's a 2-second delay. TMZ, I know you can hear me. I know you can hear me. Please, sir, I just want to talk, man. Nah, I don't know who. I'm just saying, boy, I hate when y'all just go. I'm just saying. Dak resume is not cracked. Dak has a top 10 resume, sir. And he just finished second in the MVP, sir. He led the league in touchdowns, sir. I'm asking you a question here. I'm so mad. I forgot your original point. What was your original point? What was your original? Okay, he said someone else can get past the division. Who is that? Who is that? Like who? Mitch Trubisky or something? Like who gonna get past the? Who gonna get past the division? Who? Just give me a name. Brett Hoyer, is he in the league still? I just want who's gonna get past the division, man. TMZ, man. I know it's not a big delay, man. I'm looking for you, man. What available quarterback is going to get past the divisional? Who's gonna have better success than Dak Prescott, sir? Man, TMZ act like he can't hear me, man. Let me go look at free agent quarterback. This is my first day back stream. I'm just somebody that ain't been drafted yet. Who knows? So an undrafted character is gonna get past the division round. An undrafted character that ain't played a real game yet is gonna get past the division round. They gonna get past the division rounds. What you're saying? Did a young quarterback from the last crew get past the division round? What about the quarterback? What about a quarterback from the previous crew? Did they get past the division round? What about a quarterback from the crew before that? Did they get past the division round? Hurts was the last one, and he got to play Daniel Jones and Josh Johnson and shit. I got questions, man. Man, let me look up rookie. Let me look up rookie quarterbacks. I'm gonna look up two things, y'all. Rookie quarterbacks drafted. Rookie quarterback draft history. Let's do that. Draft history. TMZ, please don't lead the show, man. I got questions, man. And then I'm gonna go to Spotrac NFL. I want to know who's on the street that's gonna get. I'm curious. Who on the street? So here we go. Quarterback. Here we go. I got some new internet too, boy. This shit coming up fast. Available. Here we go. So all right. So I got that list. Brian Hoyer is available, chat. Hold on. And then I got the last few draft picks. All right, here we go. TMZ, you got any last questions? Man, TMZ, man, did somebody block him? Did somebody block him? I need to see him, man. I need to see him, man. TMZ, come back, man. We gotta talk, bro. Just come on, man. Just come on back. I need to see it. Sadiqa, did you block him or something? Sadiqa, don't block him. Shaq, did you block him? TMZ ain't finna. He better not call it. Okay, Sadiqa didn't. Okay, so here we go, y'all. So let's ignore this draft class because they ain't even here yet. Bryce Young was the first overall pick last year. CJ Stroud, who's a stud. I think he's going to be really good. Anthony Richardson got hurt. Will Levis, chat. Will Levis. He was 33rd overall. Will Levis. Hendon Hooker, Jake Haener, Stetson Bennett, Aiden O'Connell with the Raiders. He's starting. Is Aiden O'Connell going to get past the division round this year, chat? Okay, let's move on to the next class. Hold on. Let's move on to the next. Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett played for the Eagles or some shit, don't it? Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder was starting, wasn't he? Matt Corral played for the damn USS XFL or some shit. Don't he play for the US XFL? Boy, I remember Matt Corral. He played for Ole Miss. Look, these are dudes that look great in college. Matt Corral of Ole Miss look great. Malik Willis at was it Temple or some shit? Where he went to school? BYU, where he go? I lost him. Where my man go? Malik, Liberty. He was a dog at Liberty. Skylar Thompson went to the playoffs as a backup, but he lost. 2 Chainz said he was good, but he lied. TMZ, please come back to the chat, man. We already talked about Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Mac Jones. We talked about them. I think Kellen Mond coaching or something now. Ain't the way he at. Joe Burrow's a good one. That's the first overall pick right there. But look at how many quarterbacks we got to go through. I'm just. Tua Tagovailoa, he ain't gonna pay the. Hurts went, shots out of him. Jordan Love, he just beat us, but he ain't gonna bad division. Okay, so let me pause. That's a couple of let's look at the free agents. It's the best part right here. Chat, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all think Trevor Siemian taking us past the division round? AJ McCarron is available, chat. Is he the one? Man, why the hell my music went off? Somebody check on T. Logan Woodside is available, chat. Is he going? I tell you, motherfucking Ben DiNucci sitting right out that chat. Ben DiNucci sitting right out that chat. Matt Barkley, I thought he was on TV. I thought Matt Barkley was doing TV or some shit. He's back up. Do y'all see my point? The best chance you got is Ryan Tannehill, and that ain't much of a chance. Do you at least see my point?
The conference has been locked.
Y'all look, I ain't got my sweat towels like I normally have. I moved. I ain't got them in my studio yet. I appreciate the dialogue, man. Shouts out to TMZ, man. I appreciate the conversation. Booby, what up?
Voch.
What's good with your player?
Welcome back, bro.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. You already know, dog. What you
missed you, man. We're happy. It's time, baby.
Man, I appreciate you, man. You know, we got some camp coming up. We got some work coming up. I couldn't stay gone. You know how it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, good to hear you, man. Real quick. Man, Voch, I'm sick of all this Dak hate, bro.
Yeah, man, TMZ. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Tell me about it.
I'm sick of it, man. Like, what don't people understand, Voch? What don't they understand? You know, I'm going to tell you a name, and I don't hear nothing coming out people's mouths as much as I hear about Dak. Kirk Cousins. Tell me what Kirk Cousins has done. This man keeps robbing teams dry.
It's facts.
I don't know how, but this man just keeps getting paid, and I don't hear nobody talking about Kirk Cousins. But that's beside the point. Kirk Cousins ain't shit. He ain't nothing. But Dak is my quarterback. Watch, like, he's gonna get us there. There's all this talk of he's not gonna get us into the playoffs. Man, I don't even know. Since he was a rookie, watch, this man been getting us to the playoffs. I understand he's got to get the dub when time comes, you know. But
well, we get there. We just can't win 2 games in a row. Like we get there. I mean, it's just tough to win 2 of them. And look, that's fair. I agree. But I don't think that's a find a new quarterback problem. I think that's a, fill everything else around better. Like it just has to be that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not, you can't put it all on 4. What about our defense? What about our linebackers? Watch, we haven't had real linebackers since I can't even remember when. Since what, Sean Lee?
Sure.
Since old man Lee, no knock on Lee. But when was the last time Dak had I know we led the league in turnovers and whatnot, but we need to stop the run, Watch.
Sure.
when it comes time to playoffs, we need to stop the run.
Mm-hmm.
If we can stop the run, if Zimmer fixes these linebackers, gets everything going, I truly, truly believe this is the year that we make it to the NFC Championship game, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And man, Voch, I can't wait for Ford to put all these haters on.
Hey, man, it's going to be a fun day whenever the hell that happen, man. But, yo, Booby, appreciate you, man. Good call.
Yes, sir, Voch. You have a good one. Salute, bro.
Yeah. And listen, man, I know and people call me a Dak apologist. If that's what you want to call it, fine. You can put whatever label you would like to put on it, man. But but what else is there? I just gave y'all an extensive rundown on the first 3 rounds of quarterbacks that have recently been drafted. And then I gave you a rundown on quarterbacks that's available via free agency or whatever. Like it just is what it is. Like Dak is your quarterback. Live with the fact that Dak is your quarterback. How do you win playoff games? Stop the run. Stop the run. Don't give up bust. Don't give up 50-yard plays in the damn playoffs. Run or have the ability to run the football. That's it. 843, what up? Who this?
Hey, what's up, Voch? You?
Yeah, what's up, player? Who this?
It's JR, man. Salute. Long time watcher, long time listener. Another product. Everybody you got on there, Brian Broadus. I don't watch the same NFL as some of these fans. They talk about Dak like the last 10 years had 10 different quarterbacks winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, if your name ain't Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, or you didn't have a loaded team like Matt Stafford did, who's winning? Who's winning? Too many fans sipping that media Kool-Aid. We don't got Dan Orlovsky going on TV getting frustrated like he do for Josh Allen, these other guys when they blow it. Mm-hmm. Nobody points out. Dak didn't let Leonard, what's his face, C.J. Anderson, 280 pounds off the couch, run for 200 yards against us with the Rams. Dak didn't do that. We lucked into Dak. We lucked into Romo.
Yep.
This team don't hire great coaches. Who are they going to get this next guy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When Dak was a rookie, we had Linehan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got Jalen Hurts. He has so many different OCs, the head coaches, and XYZs. Nobody does that for Dak. Look, Dak. I get accused of being a Dak apologist. He's come up short, but let's not act like Dak is the only one stinking it up in these games.
Yeah.
Let's not act like the defense is holding running back to 60 yards on 20 carries and he's losing these games.
Yeah.
No, it's a couple pieces we got to put around him.
Yeah.
Dak is a top 8 quarterback in my opinion.
Sure.
He can never go out there and have 3,800 total yards and 20 touchdowns and win an MVP like some of these other guys can. So I don't understand the Dak here.
Yeah.
Dak is a damn good quarterback. At the end of all these seasons, these anonymous GM polls they got 2 Cowboys players on there. But the Cowboys lose, all of a sudden they act like he lost with the 93 Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
hey man, it's tough.
Dak is a damn good quarterback, man.
It's tough, man, but Dak knows exactly what he has to do to hush the noise. He knows what he has to do. And that's on him. He go out and win a playoff game. Look, because they give Garoppolo credit for winning a game where he only threw the ball 8 times and the Niners rushed the football for 300 and some yards or whatever. It just is what it is, man. You going to get credit for for the win and nothing else. Nobody's going to look at everything else. They're just going to look at the win. So that's all that matters. JR, appreciate you, man.
No problem, man. Take care. Be safe, bro.
Yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Good show, man. Good show. This was a good warm-up show to get back into the swing of things. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. I'm a little rusty. Pardon me. But if you missed out, hit rewind. But y'all can anticipate me going live weekly or daily, weekdays or whatnot, Monday through Fridays or whatnot. Y'all can anticipate that. So put me back on your schedule. Tap back in with me. Everybody that's watching on demand, we'll be back live. It should be around 3. Now, new stuff is going to happen. Bleach Report's going to happen. another project that me and Brian Broaddus are working on is going to happen. You know, I got a couple of things to work on. So the timing may change, but we may stream at 4:00. We may stream at 2:00. All right. I may even ask y'all what's the best time y'all want me to go live. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a poll or something. But the closer we get to the season, the more clarity I'll have on that, and we'll get everything figured out. It's only a blessing though, because I think that Bleach Report just simply wants to up the workload. Working with Broads, we're gonna be doing that more often, and a couple other avenues that want to work with Voch during the season. So we'll be figuring it all out. we'll be figuring it all out. But just be on the lookout. But we will be streaming Monday through Fridays. We're back at it again. It wasn't really a vacation because I was still working, but we just haven't streamed daily. But now we're back at it again. I appreciate y'all, man. Cerebral Assassin drop 5 the super chat, says Voch, the league and other fans want Dak gone because they know with him we are competitive. Without him we are not. That's what everybody is scared of. You're absolutely right. People can come out here and call Dak Prescott trash, but he has a winning record versus your team. So it is what it is. I love y'all to pieces, man. Until then, drop the link for Bleach Report. It ain't one, but go to the Bleach Report app, type Voch Lombardi. You'll find me, hit the follow button, because they're going to be doing a lot more work for streaming. And that means I'm going to get a lot more work. So y'all be sure to hit that button and follow me on Bleach Report so that y'all can get the updates when it happens over there. Is it Montreal or Montreal? Shouts out to you, sir. Appreciate your conversation earlier. You took my criticism and hung around. Everybody didn't. Everybody else, man, y'all hold down for the dose. You Woes and Peace, Whiskey. Till next time, love y'all. Peace.